Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm the Serious JG. It's Dragon Ball Yakuza. I'm the Serious JG. I'm actually not recording this on an infusion weekend, actually. So I shouldn't be in a nasty mood as far as feeling achy and yucky and stuff. But I'm also, you guys are fairly caught up. As I record this, there's 3 videos, because I do them, 3 videos Saturday, 3 videos Sunday, as they're uploaded for the first time. This is Saturday night, and Sunday's videos haven't gone public yet. So I'm fairly current with what people are saying, other than the fact that I don't know what people said at the time I decided to go off on the urologist's office that was trying to find excuses not to remove the catheter they stuck in me. Hopefully that didn't turn a lot of people off of the series, because, normally if you want to hear a whole lot of talk about catheters, you would be watching the commercials on Fox News. Anyway, let's continue the game here. I just did a quick check. My primary worry with playing this game blind and just goofing around and having fun and not being, careful. Hold on, playtime 6... Okay, never mind. I was confused about which was the most current slide thing. Well, yeah, my biggest concern about just playing this game blind and having fun and not trying to use facts and whatnot is missables, like missing sub-stories. Because one of the things I do know about the Yakuza series with great irregularity and randomness, but just when I could, checking out Lethal's streams of the previous Yakuza games, the sub-stories can be a lot of fun. They can be really silly. The rewards are often not that fantastic, and the things you find your Yakuza hero do, because Ichi is like a goofy comic relief guy compared to I'm blanking on his name, but the hero of the other Yakuza games is just in the main story he's stone cold badass, and not like Stone Cold Steve Austin, what badass, but just kind of a silent, mostly silent badass protagonist. But in the side stories, he ends up getting pulled into these goofy-ass things, which are really quite amusing. I don't know if the side stories will be as intrinsically fun in this game, not because I don't have faith in the people who made this game, because it's pretty much the same creative team, more or less, that made the other Yakuza games, as far as I know. But part of what made the side stories so fun in previous Yakuza games was that the hero was just so stoic and badass, and he gets pulled into some really silly stuff, slot car racing quest, or this guy wants to he wants someone to become the greatest slot car racer of all time and bring more fans to slot car racing, and the super badass hero gets pulled into that. With Ichi, it's so believable that he'd get pulled into these goofy ass quests. I'm almost not as excited about seeing him pulled into them. That being said, I really want to do as 100% complete-ish a walkthrough of this, or playthrough of this game as I can, because I doubt I'll be playing through it again. There's not a lot of RPGs, semi-modern RPGs I've ever played through more than once. Honestly, playing through Final Fantasy X more than once is the closest thing to playing through. Well, no, that's not true, because I guess Final Fantasy 13 I played through before I Let's Played it. Anyway, sorry. Let's get on with this game. Oh, nice evade there. Weak. But yeah, I'm probably not going to play... I don't usually, once I've Let's Played a game, I don't play it again. Casually for fun. So I'm probably going to play this game once, so I want to see everything. Some of this I want to do the best Let's Play I can where I show off everything, but mostly I'm just selfish. So I'm no, I want to see everything, and I'm probably not going through the game again. But I've done a little reading, and by little, I mean really little. I Googled missable side quests, and 2 different articles I read didn't mention any of them being missable. And a thread on GameFAQs where somebody asked, is anything missable in this game? Which had more responses saying, you should be playing Yakuza 0 before this one, than people actually answering it. Because it's GameFAQs. Nobody answers the fucking question. They always just opine on something unrelated first. Oi, Doc Shugo. Oh, I'm really surprised he actually survived. Itchy's pretty much one-hitting everybody. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Yeah, but I don't think side quests are missable, and if you happen to know that one way or another, for sure, jump into the comments and let me know. Slide into my DMs. Just, yeah, let me know. If you happen to know that for sure, one way or another, let me know. If you're like, I don't think they're missable, but I don't know, that's fine. I already don't think they're missable, and don't need anyone else telling me they're probably not missable. Shrug. That's how taxis are just like parked in Tokyo? Okay. Anyway, what the hell is our quest right now? So I'm not looking for side quests. I'm actually quite anxious to get our full party together. There's a total of 4 core party members. Spoilers, I guess, but it's all over the commercials for the game. We've already seen 3 of them, so yeah, spoiler, I guess, sort of, but the Air Force DMV guy from earlier is going to be back, and then we're going to get a lady friend, who I don't think is lady friend in the sense that she and Ichiban are dating, but we'll have a female party member. And then there's optional party members, but those are the 4 that are like the main story party, and I want to get them before I start doing a lot of side stuff. Like, I'll do side things that pop up, but I don't want to start searching for side things to do until I know I've gotten the main part together. Well, we're getting MP back with regular turns, so... Although I guess we won't get them back here. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't need to be that careful with... what is it, Nambu? Homeless dude? Oh, that's right. Like, that's one of the things that's driving me nuts here. I can't tell what his name is on this screen. Yes, I can, and it's not, so I was close. Close enough. Only 1 syllable off. What a great thing. As a white dude, being only 1 syllable off with some foreigner's name is good enough. Alright, let's see what our new messages are. Shop tips. Drink till you drop. Getting drunk. The 3 levels of drunkenness, and at its height, you may end up attacking your party members in battle. Grand Theft Auto games do this too. I don't, as somebody who doesn't mind a drink in the real world, I don't understand the purpose of a video game where you can get drunk. Like, I don't know. That's not something I get. Anyway, I don't think. Well, that would have been the time to find out, I suppose. I don't think eating matters. Gives you experience points. Certain combinations of items ordered will net you bonus experience points. But I don't think it's like something where if you don't eat, you actually get penalized. I think it's just, yeah, eating food is a thing in this game, and if you do it, you get stuff for doing it. But it's not like if you don't eat, you starve. I'm down with that. I don't need the game to be like realistic to the... Like San Andreas gets on my nerves with some of this shit. You go long enough without eating, you start losing muscle. And it's like, wait, yeah, in real life, if you don't eat, you get malnourished. But this is a video. I don't need everything. Why don't you add a component where I'm forced to go work a 9-to-5 job in Grand Theft Auto while you're at it? Jeez. I guess we're just going home. So, in the game world, we recently... Oh, I think this is a side quest. Here you go, a bowl of pork soup, piping hot. That sounds tastier, though. Oh, we just get one. Wait a minute, I thought I just gave you some. I apologize. Our supply is very limited, so fortunately I can't give it any seconds. Okay, so not a side quest, just a nice person who helped us out. Although now...
What's he got in front of him? A shogi board? Is he playing shogi outdoors? Huh. Maybe I should challenge him sometime.
Oh boy. I'm not sure I'm really excited about getting into shogi, because I don't know how it works, but I think it's something that you're expected to know in the other games. Well, looking to play a game of shogi? Shogi, huh? Maybe I should play for a bit. 3 ways to play shogi. Ranked. Play the following basic rules. Difficulty will increase with each defeated opponent. Once you defeated all opponents in the Q rank, you may then face off against those in the Dan rank. Challenge. Play it on a special type of board. Puzzle. Play against opponents on a special type of board and call checkmate. Piece movement is different from piece to piece. How each piece move will be explained in the coming pages. Oh, good grief. First 3 rows on opponent's side of the board are at the promotion zone. Once certain people will be promoted. I don't see this is like a real Asian game. They didn't make up. It's like if I had never learned to play chess and I was in the middle of an RPG, would I want to suddenly try to learn chess in the middle of the RPG? I don't think so. Pawn can move. Knight can move left or right, then 2 forward. King can move in 1 square in any direction. Lance. All move directions except for back diagonals. One square forward, move 1 left or right, then 2 forward. Oh, so they do play like chess pieces. Bishop, rook. And whatever pieces you can capture that piece. If you capture a promoted piece, it's flipped back over to its original state. Let her find a way out to drop that piece on the selected squares. What do you do with shogi points? Are there anything that we need? Pretty good shield. I probably just need to find... Like, there's probably stuff. Let's not mess with shogi. But he's marked on the map now, right? I guess. Seems like we can get shogi points. Do we have anything in the item box? A mysterious leaf. Let's save. I don't know why we would save other than the fact that we walked all the way back here. We'll save. Shogi seems like something I might have to read up and figure out how to play if there are things that can only unlock via shogi, like shokasugi. But for now, let's kind of ignore shogi. Well, we've got a job to do tomorrow. Better make sure we don't oversleep. Job. What's he talking about? I don't remember. Oh, that's right. The lady wants us to, like,
Okay.
Roddy Reiko's mom wants us to come back. Yeah, good night. Roddy Reiko's mom wants us to come back and to do more stuff. Because, like, somehow single-handedly facing down the entire Korean mafia wasn't enough. And that was weird. Like, the Korean mafia, I've lost all respect for this fictional version of the Korean mafia in Yokohama. Because there's really no reason whatsoever they shouldn't have killed this guy. And they didn't kill this guy. I mean, his, like, Ichiban #1 good spirits, camaraderie aura was apparently more than they could overcome.
Hey.
All right, let's over to Hamaku-san's restaurant. Did they like, really top-load the voice acting in this game? Is the rest of the story seems going to be like this? It's like a whole bunch of voice acting in the first act to get all the IGN reviewers convinced we're awesome. She said it was just down the river, as I recall. I'm going to talk a little bit like Soul Snake. We're living in a van down by the river. On a diet of government cheese. Okay, who's this fellow? You another Shokasugi player? If you let me into your party, I'll finagle your income taxes down to half. Okay. doesn't appear to be a legitimate option. I mean, we could let these guys go by. Whatever, right. The battle is on! Cool. Oh, I thought I could get it from behind there. He's going for the Shawn Michaels super kick. But he didn't warm up the band first, so it wasn't effective. This is how we do it, G. Go, and then we just knock over our party member. Great. Mr. Obvious. Oh, haven't seen anyone with that gun here before. I'm sure you already know this, but you're in Yokohama. Thanks, Mr. Obvious. Well, there's Roddy Reiko. Can I avoid her and talk to this guy instead? No. It's Roddy Reiko's mom, by the way. Well, this is Roddy Reiko, and this game is set in the future.
Oh, you're here.
She's blonde, and she seems kind of like she used to be sexy and is now just kind of angry and mean. She's not angry at me. It's just, I don't know.
Get up. We're closing for a few hours.
Go be hungover somewhere else.
Hey, tell everyone up there to leave.
So she runs a different bar, but
What time is it?
she hangs out at night in a. Oh
Let me
wait.
sleep a bit more, Hamako-san.
Oh wait a second. Maybe she doesn't run a bar per se.
I need everyone out till tonight.
I think she might be running a different kind of establishment where alcohol may be involved, but it's not the primary thing you're paying for.
How many customers did you get yesterday?
I don't know, at least 5. Where were you? I'm exhausted.
Small restaurant, huh?
Serving
They cater to a
Poontang
very
pie.
specific appetite.
Yep. Prostitution is funny.
Damn, it's too damp to even dust this thing.
Do we have to do their laundry?
Hey, Jiban.
Prostitute.
You deal with these
laundry.
tissues. You do it. It's your job.
Bodily fluids really aren't my thing. Cut me some slack.
I thought you were a doctor. Like, bum doctor.
You want to get paid or not? Would you rather say broke and homeless?
Just
No,
don't throw them
but
at
it
him.
doesn't mean I don't have standards.
Don't be a diva.
It's just some dude's cum. I mean, what the hell, man?
Prostitution's got to go! Get out of Ichicho!
So we're gonna have like a
Attention, all Riverside
battle for the
business owners.
justice that is the right for people to sell sex.
President of Bleach Japan's Yokohama chapter.
Oh, Bleach, I never really watched much of that anime, but I guess it's supposed to be pretty good.
Get out of
I guess it's about like fighters from other dimensions with incredible power who are opposed to prostitution, I suppose.
What's all the racket?
Oh, you don't know them? It's Bleach Japan.
They want us to be white for some reason. You would think they would want us to be Asian if there's some kind of nationalist party, but they're Bleach Party. They want everyone to be white.
What's Bleach Japan?
I know. Again, like these.
Non-profit group. What you'd call an
Anytime like he says something and then they fade to black, I'm expecting this Metal Gear style thing where we'll get like. I always flash to the like when Vamp does his like 20-minute explanation of like diffused hydrogen bomb. It works with the particle, etc. Like he has some, 20-minute explanation to Raiden about the plans of the evil Sons of Liberty, and it's accompanied with like weird computer footage of data and shit that doesn't mean anything or have anything to do with it. Every time they fade to black, I'm like, oh, here comes like a speech explaining the plot of the Patriots. No. They just for some reason like dramatically cutting to black and then right back to the scene they were just in.
PO. Been around 15 years. Their slogan is, bleaching the gray zones white. You know how some things fall into the gray area? Neither black nor white?
I'm not familiar with the
Like
concept,
things that
no.
are technically illegal, but cops look the other way because they're victimless crimes.
Okay, I
They
guess
don't like
that's a
that.
problem in
They want to
Japan.
crack down on all crime, whether it hurts someone or not.
I mean, yeah, I could go into an aside about my personal feelings about moral law and victimless crimes and blah blah, and but at the same time, I'm like, no, I'm gonna resist the temptation to get into that. But is that a thing in Japan? Like, I'm under the impression in the States, I don't have a lot of first-hand experience with this. Illegal stuff is generally kind of hard to find. Like, I mean, prostitution is legal in Nevada. Otherwise, to the best of my knowledge, there's not that much of cops looking the other way on that kind of thing, but maybe there is. I don't know.
They want to bleach the gray so that it's white.
This town is just full of metaphors, huh?
Like
Group's
what?
active all over
That's
the
be
country now. Makes sense, considering their founder is Ryo Aoki.
Ryo-Oki?
And that is...
From Tenchi Muyo?
He's
The little
governor
rabbit
of
thing?
Tokyo.
Oh, the one that was cleaning up the city. With that, Kamurocho 3K plan.
Wow, you actually got one right.
I've never played a video game where a politician who's trying to clean up corruption wasn't somehow the bad guy. Like, and not just Yakuza games. Like, any game where there's a character, like, it's video game specific. Like, sometimes in movies they have a legitimately good character who's trying to clean up corruption. But every video game I've ever played with a character whose mantra is cleaning up corruption always turns out to be super bad.
Well, that plan made Aoki real popular. The media adored him before he was governor, but they love him even more now.
That's nice.
He resigned from Bleach Japan when he went into politics. But he still sings their praises. The young voters eat it up.
Okay, but why are they protesting right outside this building?
You know what happens in this building, right?
This establishment here is registered as a restaurant, but you won't find a speck of food on the second floor.
Those two men up there are male prostitutes.
Bring you some tea. Of course, you don't pay for that tea. You pay for something else.
And then Reiko comes in and says, "Bullshit, I charge them for the tea too."
A brothel. Everybody in this neighborhood knows it. This is crime, pure and simple, happening right out in the open.
So this game is going to give us a moralizing thing. Because I'm assuming the way this is being presented, that we are not meant to like Bleach Japan. So I'm guessing this game is giving us a moralizing pro-prostitution message.
These women are just working hard at their jobs.
She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right.
You could learn from them. What right do you have to tell anyone how to live?
And why be so dishonest? Registering yourselves as a
Well,
restaurant.
because it's illegal.
I'll tell you why. It's because the truth is so terrible.
Well, no, the truth is illegal.
No. It's because grown-ups do things they don't want to protect people.
The only people you're protecting are your loan officer and your debt collectors.
You ass. You ever consider why a woman might do this job?
Because I used to
Because
do
they
the job they're doing
Some are
now.
caring for their parents. Some have little kids. This is a way for them to support their families.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Let's leave.
Did you hear that? Not only are they criminals, they're raising children.
Terror babies.
How can those children turn out normal? At best, they'll grow up hating their completely unfit parents.
Do we
They
have
are good parents.
a say
They
in
keep
this?
their children happy and healthy, and that's what truly matters.
Could a child like Rorschach ever have been raised if there
Show me a
weren't
child
prostitute
who's happy
moms?
being raised by a whore.
You aren't even trying to understand. You're just being an asshole. Leave us alone.
There aren't any happy kids like that, are there? No child wants a prostitute for a mother.
I don't know that children
I
really
never
generally get to
minded it.
select their mothers. I thought it was awesome, actually. I think it's going to be great. If he changes all of their minds by saying that his prostitute mom is great,
I got that right? Well, here it is. Get ready to catch.
Wait, hold on. Wouldn't that be the...
Check this.
and it turns out he's a witch. Like witches melt in the presence of water, this guy melts in the presence of jizz-stained tissues. Again, I don't think I'll be introducing my niece to RPGs via this game.
Not bad, Ichiban.
I can tell that your mom was a great hooker. So yeah, this game's stance on oh god, there's a term for it. It's an academic term I'm forgetting now. It's not victimless crime. It's not moral crime. It's like I don't know. There's a book floating around the house I used to see. It had a great cover, but I never read it. Called "Ain't Nobody's Business If You Do," which was basically about a crime, like the punishment. Yeah, it's victimless crime, and it was, as far as I know, it was a serious academic study. Like, there are things to be said about why, we shouldn't let, like, moralizing people decide, like, why is prostitution illegal if both parties are consensual? And then there's other people who say there's a whole lot of really bad shit going on in the world of prostitution, including women who don't have a lot of agency. And then there's people who would say, well, if the whole thing was legal, some of the bad stuff would be gone. And other people say, and if it was legal, we could tax it. And then people say, if you make that legal, what's next? And blah, blah, blah. There's a whole lot of arguments. I just find it really odd. Again, I don't want to... Why do I keep pausing and making these long speeches other than the fact that I'm fascinated with the game that's like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a stance on whether or not prostitution should be legalized. Thank you, Yakuza Like a Dragon. You're pretty unique. It's been 2 or 3 years since Bleach Japan started protesting in Ichio. If they started prostituting in Ichio, they would be Jincho. They'd be particularly hypocritical. Now they're marching around almost every week. A lot of places have shut down thanks to them.
Wow.
But you're holding out for all the girls you got here, right? You know, okay, I got to stop pausing and interrupting, but it's like, most of them don't have Japanese citizenship. Their children or grandchildren of illegal immigrants. Again, it's like this it's like the truest and most noble hero is the madam. If I shut down, where would they go?
They could go back to wherever country they came from. I'm joining Bleach Japan, by the way.
If we're being honest, they'd probably follow in some leeches who'd skim off most of their earnings. Yeah, probably. So I do what I can to protect them myself, you know?
Sup?
Think you can keep it up? Well, I don't know. Do you think you can keep it up? Sure can. Thanks to all these prostitutes. I'm going to call it a video now. When we come back next time, more moralizing about how prostitutes are truly the greatest of us all. Some people admire firefighters or soldiers. Some people admire medical professionals. But I think you'll agree, after you've played this game, that the truest and greatest heroes are the prostitutes. See you guys next time.